Jordan is a 30-something living in the lively city of Austin. After a long break from dating, mostly due to a painful breakup 2 years ago, Jordan has decided it's time to venture back into the unpredictable world of romance. The sight of happy couples, the thrill of new connections, and even a bit of loneliness pushed Jordan to take that leap again. But underneath this excitement, there lies a mix of fears and doubts. Jordan often wonders if love is still possible, questioning whether dating has changed for the better or worse. Flashbacks of previous relationships creep in, reminding Jordan of both the joy and heartbreak love can bring. The last relationship was intense but ended badly, leading to trust issues. Now, Jordan often thinks that vulnerability is a risky game. With this past experience in mind, a cautious heart approaches modern dating. Navigating dating apps feels like a mixed bag of hope and uncertainty. While apps like Tinder or Bumble hold promise, they also trigger worries about hurtful encounters or ghosting. Jordan is constantly aware of friends' expectations and what society says about dating. They see the pressure to find the one and why it can feel overwhelming. Although Jordan is open to those romantic possibilities, there's also a rebellious spirit that challenges these norms. Instead of rushing into relationships, Jordan wants to take things slow, valuing genuine connections over fleeting moments. Communicating openly about feelings and intentions becomes important as they embark on this new, exciting, but sometimes daunting journey into dating once again. Down the road, getting comfortable with sharing stories and laughter can make all the difference in forming new bonds without the burdens of old fears. As Jordan steps back into the dating world, the initial excitement soon fades. After a few weeks, they realize that something is off. The thrill of swiping through profiles and exchanging messages has turned into a tiring routine. Each day brings a new date, yet Jordan often feels more drained than fulfilled. This stems from the constant cycle of hopes rising and then sinking when things don't go as planned. Sometimes, a message goes unanswered, or there are moments where laughter turns into awkward silences. These mixed signals bother Jordan, and they can feel themselves starting to doubt their own charm and appeal. With each date that passes, Jordan's self-esteem wavers a little more. They ask themselves if they are doing something wrong. Is the problem with the people they're meeting, or is it something within? The nagging thought crawls into their mind, am I really cut out for this? It becomes difficult to dismiss the idea that dating might just be a waste of time. The hours spent grooming and preparing for dates along with the emotional investment in getting to know strangers start to feel like a heavy weight. Friends offer cheerful advice, saying, "You never know when you'll find the right person." But these words feel less comforting after another short-lived connection. Although they feel encouraged to keep going, Jordan wrestles with growing frustration. There's a part of them that just wants to hide away, to retreat to the safety of their familiar routine, rather than open up to dating again. The thought of setting out on another venture feels more like a chore than an adventure. Through it all, Jordan tries to remind themselves of the reasons for re-entering the dating scene. They know they want love and companionship, yet feelings of inadequacy seem to hang over them like gray clouds. As if the very act of engaging with someone new amidst today's confusing dating landscape feels like navigating a maze filled with dead ends. Each time Jordan faces disappointment, it chips away a little more at their self-image and hope. Despite these struggles, Jordan's introspective side begins to surface as they process their feelings. Sitting alone on the porch one evening, they start jotting down thoughts in a small notebook. "What do I truly feel?" they write. "What is it that I seek in a partner?" This act of self-reflection brings tiny flickers of light back into their heart. Even during tough moments, clarity becomes a powerful tool. Thoughts of wanting meaningful bonds reignite the flame that had dimmed. In the days that follow, Jordan chooses to focus less on the external search for love and more on internal growth. This means taking time for self-care, going on solo walks, indulging in favorite hobbies, and spending quality moments with friends without the pressure of dating weighing on their shoulders. This shift does not come without effort. There are still nights when doubt creeps back in, and fear of being alone rises again. Yet, Through journaling and honest conversations with trusted friends, Jordan slowly starts to piece together what they really want and how they can face the emotional tolls. Slowly, hope begins to blossom again. Just maybe, dating isn't a futile pursuit, but rather a journey to discover themselves first. Just when Jordan starts to feel ready to date again, they match with someone named Alex on a dating app. Alex seems like a breath of fresh air, full of charm and humor. They enjoy lively conversations that effortlessly flow from one topic to another, laughing and sharing stories late into the night. This sense of connection lights up something inside Jordan, offering a taste of the romance they've been longing for. It's nice to talk to someone who seems so genuine. At first, everything feels right. Jordan relishes the moments they spend together, going out for coffee, sharing delicious meals, and laughing over simple jokes. Each date passes with ease, and Jordan starts to feel a growing sense of excitement about this new relationship. For the first time in a long while, hope solidifies into something real. In turn, their confidence begins to bloom a little more each day, but soon, a troubling reality surfaces. During one cozy dinner, the topic of commitment arises. Jordan discovers that Alex has a very different approach to love. Alex enjoys casual relationships and isn't ready for anything serious. They talk about dating with a carefree spirit, suggesting that exploring connections without labels can be fulfilling. As Alex speaks, Jordan feels a knot tightening in their stomach. This news feels like ice water being thrown on their warm feelings. Jordan knows that they want something deeper, a connection built on trust and closeness. This pivotal moment forces them to confront their own desires. It's not that there's anything wrong with Alex's perspective, but it doesn't align with what Jordan seeks. This realization sends a wave of uncertainty crashing through their newfound confidence, raising questions about compatibility and longing. In the days that follow, Jordan wrestles with mixed emotions. They do not want to let go of the budding joy that Alex has brought into their life, but it becomes increasingly clear that their views on love pull them in different directions. Finding common ground feels like a steep uphill battle. Jordan's heart whispers one message while Alex's idea of love pulls another way. This conflict pushes Jordan to reflect on what matters most in their journey. Sitting in the park one afternoon, they take out their notebook. "What did I learn from this?" they write. "What do I value in a relationship?" In the end, Jordan comes to understand that love, for them, holds countless dimensions. They cherish the comfort of deep emotional bonds and the beauty of shared dreams. Each stroke of the pen helps smooth the frayed edges of their uncertainty, laying a clearer path forward. Facing these challenges builds Jordan's courage as they navigate the complexities of dating. No longer a passive participant, they realize the importance of open conversations. Engaging in heartfelt discussions with Alex becomes vital. Jordan decides to voice their feelings honestly, respecting both their needs and Alex's. This decision is not easy, but it's an essential step in claiming their wishes in love. Even though the outcome of their conversation could lead them down separate paths, Jordan feels a sense of release. Standing firm in their understanding clears the fog around their heart. The experience with Alex illuminates vital lessons about honesty, self-worth, and the type of love they truly desire. Whatever happens next, Jordan knows they're one step closer to defining their own journey in love, embracing both the ups and downs with open arms. As things progress with Alex, Jordan finds themselves at a crossroads. The joy that once lit up their heart now flickers under the weight of conflicting feelings. After that pivotal dinner, they both continued to spend time together, but the magic feels different. Jordan notices tiny cracks in their connection, moments when laughter fades and uncomfortable silences fill the spaces between them. Each time they dodge the conversation about commitment, a part of Jordan shrinks inside. They want to be with Alex but are also yearning for something deeper. One evening, as they sit on a park bench bathed in the golden glow of sunset, Jordan feels a wave of anxiety ripple through them. The loud chatter of nearby families, the rustling of leaves, they resonate as a reminder that life is moving on. In this busy scene, Jordan starts to realize that choices hold power. The heart that once embraced hope now grapples with the idea of settling for less. What does that mean for their own self-worth? With every fleeting moment, Jordan asks tough questions, probing their mind for answers. Am I pushing my needs aside? The truth feels heavy, and while the thought of losing Alex stirs fear in their heart, Jordan knows that this suppression is not the route to happiness. They recall the lessons learned from their past. Relationships built on compromised desires often fade to shadows, leaving an emptiness that gnaws at the soul. As days blend into nights, an even more crucial moment arrives. Alex playfully brushes off the topic of commitment once again, suggesting that they focus purely on having fun. The carefree attitude fills the air with laughter but leaves Jordan feeling cold. Suddenly, everything comes to a head. Mustering the courage that has been growing in them, Jordan looks into Alex's eyes and feels the bubbling urge to speak their truth. I need more than just fun, they state firmly, their voice steady but determined. The silence stretches out between them, heavier than before. Alex raises an eyebrow, surprised but not angry, and responds in a tone that's easygoing, but we're happy now, right? That simple question pinches Jordan's heart. Happiness should not have to come at the price of their deeper desires. Their values are calling loudly now, long-neglected whispers turning into clarion calls. In that moment, Jordan feels a sudden surge of clarity. This is not merely about losing Alex but safeguarding their spirit. Each intention they have held close, trust, commitment, and respect, emerges as guiding lights. It feels empowering to identify what the heart wants and what it deserves. The budding realization erupts within, I deserve a connection where my needs are seen and heard. As they navigate this tension, personal boundaries come into play like sturdy walls protecting their inner self. Setting boundaries does not mean setting up walls. Jordan discovers it means building a foundation for a healthy relationship. It is about ensuring that love thrives not just in fleeting moments but through mutual respect. The conversation progresses, revealing Alex's perspective. They appreciate the openness but are also reluctant to take the path towards commitment. As Jordan listens, their heart sinks while simultaneously feeling more resolute. This may be the moment of truth. It's evident that the two of them are dancing on different sections of the love spectrum. Choosing to hold firm in their needs is daunting but resonates as the most honest choice they can make. The weight of doubt transforms into the power of self-acceptance, reminding Jordan that their journey matters. Whatever comes next, they will continue to grow, finding strength in understanding their own heart amidst the intricate dance of love. With a mix of determination and anxiety swirling within, Jordan decides it's time for a heart-to-heart talk with Alex. Each day that passes without confronting their differences feels heavier, leaning on Jordan like an avalanche, ready to crumble. So, after a weekend spent together, filled with laughter but shadowed by silence, they take a deep breath and invite Alex for a quiet walk. The vibrant colors of the sunset could ease the tension, they think, as they together find a secluded spot beneath a large oak tree. The atmosphere feels serene at first, but underneath, Jordan's heart races. I've been doing a lot of thinking, Jordan starts, words spilling into the open air. I don't want to make you uncomfortable, but I also need to share how I've been feeling. They gaze into Alex's eyes, searching for understanding as they begin to lay out their feelings. I need to be honest about wanting something more serious, Jordan admits. I want emotional connection and trust, not just good times. As those words leave their lips, Jordan watches for Alex's reaction, which shifts from surprise to contemplation. Alex takes a moment, processing what Jordan has just said. Then, they respond, I like what we have, you know? Just playing it casual. Despite the reluctance in friendly banter, it's clear that the underlying fear of losing what they have lingers. Why fix what isn't broken? Alex continues. Jordan feels the weight of the moment press down. This is the speaking point, a bridge built on the truth. They gently say, what if wanting something deeper isn't a fix but just different needs? The tension stretches in the air between them. Jordan can sense the knot tightening in Alex's brow. This conversation is crucial, but will it lead to conflict or connection? The discussion creates ripples of discomfort, yet both parties continue to speak. Jordan's honesty ignites a flicker of discomfort within Alex, bringing fears of being tied down into the light. "I've been burned before," Alex reveals, a touch of vulnerability emerging. "The thought of commitment makes me feel trapped." This moment of honesty resonates deeply. For the first time, Jordan catches a glimpse of the fears that clouded Alex's perspective on love. Recognizing this shared sense of insecurity unites them despite their differing positions. Jordan realizes this talk also requires listening to Alex's fear, for both individuals approach love with their own shadows of past experiences. It isn't just a conversation about a desire for commitment, it's about understanding a partner's wounds, acknowledging that love cannot bloom in fear's shadow. They talk back and forth, every exchange feels like a delicate dance of connection. The fear still lingers, but so does the growing willingness to understand each other. "We both want to feel safe," Jordan states, slowly discovering how these new interactions are bringing a deeper insight. They realize relationships thrive on that foundation of mutual trust, even if it takes time to build it. Yet, the stakes are high, and both know that this honest discussion could lead to a breaking point. The possibility of separation rides along with the wind as they speak. Jordan understands that clarity may lead to a change in their relationship. Whether they choose to walk together or on different paths now dangles in the balance of this moment. Every risk carries the potential for reward. Jordan recognizes that the decision to voice their heart holds great value. Even if the outcome feels uncertain, the joy of honesty provides them freedom and self-respect. Ultimately, an insight begins to bloom. It is in the depths of communication that true connections can form, leading them both inevitably toward understanding what love can truly offer. As the conversation winds down, Jordan feels the truth settle heavily in their heart. They listen to Alex express fears about commitment, but deep within, a strong voice whispers, "What about your own needs?" The realization is both liberating and terrifying. Staying in a relationship that only partially meets their desires means compromising on their happiness. Jordan needs to choose between holding on to this connection, which admittedly sparkles with joy yet feels incomplete, or stepping away in search of something more fulfilling. The weight of the decision weighs on them like a heavy blanket. Each moment spent reflecting on their journey echoes memories of laughing together, cooking meals, and sharing stories. However, right alongside those beautiful moments lies a persistent void, a gap that remains unfulfilled. How can Jordan settle for less than what they know they truly want? In that quiet space under the oak tree, thoughts tumble like leaves in the breeze. Staying with Alex could mean continued happiness, but Jordan recognizes that it is vital to honor their heart. They consider the possibility of future dates that might lack depth or mutual understanding. The thought stings. Hidden behind every moment spent in confusion lies a clear truth: Jordan yearns for a relationship built on shared dreams, trust, and deep emotional ties. Beyond just fun and laughter, they crave stability where they can genuinely feel loved for who they are. After a long pause, the unthinkable comes to mind: what if parting ways opens the door to something better? It could mean walking into the unknown, and that thought sends a shiver down Jordan's spine. Was it a failure to walk away? Or is it an act of self-love? "Alex," Jordan begins, their voice faltering with both fear and strength, "I care about you, but I also care about what I need." They take a deep breath. "I need to be honest with myself. I can't continue like this." The statement sits between them like a fragile bridge, one painted with vulnerability and resolution. Alex's face shifts with understanding, but also a hint of sadness. "You've been clear about what you want, and I get it," they say softly. "I just wish things were different." Jordan recalls Alex's warm smile but understands that the happiness experienced is sometimes not enough. The risks of this choice are daunting. Walking away means uncertainty. Yet in the back of their mind, a feeling glimmers, a feeling of freedom blooming at the thought of reclaiming their personal power. As they share their final words, Jordan realizes that making this decision is not about losing Alex but about finding themselves. The potential for profound dating experiences lies ahead, a path shaped by honesty and deeper connections. Jordan has taken this knowledge and laid it down as a cornerstone for future relationships. With the choice made, they rise from the bench, feeling a mix of sadness and resilience. There is comfort in knowing they are honoring their values and priorities. They depart from that vibrant park, a beautiful chapter closing but a new one beginning beyond the horizon. This moment is transformational. Jordan envisions a future rich with unfiltered conversations, partnerships where both parties meet each other's needs, and deeper bonds that surpass fleeting pleasures. Committing to honesty over convenience will draw them closer to the love they genuinely seek. Each decision they embrace from here on will emerge stronger and braver than before, unafraid to seek relationships that speak to their heart and nourish their soul. The journey may be challenging, but every step forward is a commitment to self-discovery, growth, and higher chances of finding genuine love. After parting ways with Alex, Jordan strolls through Austin's lively streets, breathing in fresh air tinged with a hint of spring. The decision weighs on their heart but feels wrapped in a sense of clarity. Each step forward reminds them of the journey taken, how far they've come since first stumbling back into the world of dating. This moment marks not just an end, but a whole new beginning. As they walk, memories flash through Jordan's mind, moments like snapshots captured in time. They think about the nervous anticipation of setting up a dating profile, the excitement of swiping through photos, and the heart-pounding joy of new connections. Each date brought unique experiences, filled with laughter and intimate conversations. However, these moments also unveiled truths about what they truly seek in love. Reflecting on the time spent with Alex, Jordan realizes this relationship brought valuable lessons. They learned that love isn't just solely about chemistry or shared interests. It's also about aligning values and open conversations. Seeking deeper connections remains essential. Without that foundation, relationships can crumble despite the thrill at the start. A flash of heartbreak feels like a necessary teacher, prompting powerful shifts in thinking. During this time of unwinding, Jordan embraces a wave of emotions. There's a bittersweet feeling as they recognize the charm and light Alex brought into their world. Walking away isn't easy, but they now understand that self-discovery carries weight. In many ways, breaking free allows them to rediscover their own voice, desires, and strengths. The lessons gathered twist and twine within, creating a new perspective. Jordan acknowledges that vulnerability and authenticity are additional layers to forging real connection. Where the past potentially taught them to hold back, each experience folds into a reminder to express true feelings without fear of rejection. The bravery shown in leaving a situation that didn't meet their needs becomes a badge of honor. Yet, occasional doubt flickers at the edges of reflection. Am I making the right choices, they think. But as they ponder this, Jordan recognizes that uncertainty is part of growth. Love isn't always clear-cut, navigating the dating world can feel like wandering through fog. There may still be bumps along the road, and future relationships may encounter moments of confusion. However, it also means that every misstep could unveil something new, about themselves and about their needs. Engaging in thoughtful conversations with friends over coffee in the following weeks provides more clarity. Sharing the story of Alex and the decision to leave becomes a source of empowerment. Listening to encouragement and relatable experiences shared by loved ones reinforces their path forward. Every kind word adds strength to young hearts, guiding them back toward confidence. As those conversations continue, Jordan embraces an evolving perspective. They realize that knowing what they want and standing by it is a powerful tool in forging future relationships. The journey has not been in vain, it brought them nearer to being true to themselves. The learning has sculpted a dialogue within, shaping what love will look like in the future. Looking back at their dating timeline, today Jordan feels proud of how far they have come. Each lesson is written into the fabric of their being, reminding them that while the dating world can be challenging, it is also a playground for genuine connection. Future adventures might lead down unforeseen paths, but embracing the journey wholeheartedly remains the driving force. With the experience gained, they can now step into love with clarity, a guiding light illuminating the way forward. In the weeks following the breakup with Alex, Jordan decides to take a step back from dating. This time feels like a necessary pause, allowing space to rebuild their confidence and reflect on the lessons learned. Instead of immediately diving into new connections or swiping on apps, they opt to nourish their sense of self. Jordan begins this journey by revisiting hobbies they enjoyed before dating. Painting, which had once brought so much joy, dusts off the forgotten brushes and opens empty canvas. Creating art feels liberating and allows them to pour emotions onto the page. Every stroke of the brush becomes a part of the healing process. Colors blend vibrantly, echoing the array of feelings swirling within. When the artwork resonates, it feels as if they are healing in ways words couldn't capture. To further reclaim their sense of self, Jordan allocates time for self-care. This means more evenings of cinema, adventures around town, and too many books stacked on the table awaiting their eager attention. Suddenly, time opens itself into a treasure chest brimming with possibilities. There's freedom in choosing what to do each day, without the influence of romantic partners dictating plans. These self-filled moments turn into a lavished gift of solitude. While wandering around local parks, Jordan reflects on the core values that will shape their future journey. What they want from dating starts to crystallize into a clear vision. Speaking openly about their needs becomes vital. Bridging connections built on honesty will always have greater value than simply chasing the thrill of new encounters. This deeper understanding solidifies into a gentle reminder every time they make a choice. They want trust and emotional connection, which all might take time to find again. Patience should accompany their quest. As Jordan leans into these peaceful times, they also investigate relationships with friends, strengthening those bonds and rediscovering laughter shared over coffee or weekend adventures. Having honest discussions about love and life opens doors to understanding how others navigate their romantic journeys. These friendships bolster Jordan's confidence, reminding them they're not alone in their experiences. With renewed confidence growing, it's clear Jordan won't stay stagnant. Yet, they're not jumping into dating right away. Instead, the journey transforms into cautious exploration, still guided by that newfound clarity about what they seek. Maybe it's the start of a new approach, perhaps even joining social groups or trying out hobby classes that spark joy, allowing for potential connections to bloom slowly amid shared interests. As they move forward, they remind themselves that dating doesn't have to be an exhausting cycle. Instead of fixating solely on finding a partner, they can enjoy the fun of meeting new people casually. Through connection, they can express their wants without the pressure of immediate commitment. In flashes of confidence, Jordan now feels excited about what lies ahead. The experiences and self-reflection cultivated along this emotional journey form a sturdy foundation. Even when facing challenges, they carry the lessons learned about vulnerability, self-worth, and the importance of clarity into any future relationship. Every step reinforces a truth: finding love is a journey, not a race. With each passing day, they nurture this deeper sense of self that feels both renewed and aligned. Instead of rushing back into dating, Jordan becomes an observer savoring the flavors of life. Together with newfound insights, they prepare for a future painted in vivid colors with sincerity within their heart, all the while establishing authentic connections grounded in genuine understanding. Emerging from the emotional journey of self-discovery and healing, Jordan now stands taller, more self-aware than they've ever been. The lessons learned resonate like echoes of a transformative experience, each refrain strong and clear. The dating world no longer feels like the confusing maze it once did. Instead, it has become a place of possibilities filled with hope, clarity, and even excitement. As Jordan reflects on the path that led them here, they realize they now approach dating with newfound strength and understanding. No longer willing to rush into relationships without questioning their compatibility, Jordan navigates connections with purpose and intention. They no longer shy away from communicating what they want or need, knowing that honest conversations are the bedrock of any meaningful relationship. The previously blurry vision of love has sharpened into focus. Jordan understands the importance of compatibility, all of it beyond mere shared interests. Instead of fixating solely on chemistry, they prioritize whether values align. The experience with Alex shines brightly as a guiding star, illuminating how essential it is to seek connecting threads that foster a genuine connection. Jordan has also developed clear personal boundaries, recognizing that guarding their heart is noble rather than selfish. This newfound assertiveness guides every interaction, reminding them to respect their feelings and desires, while also honoring those of potential partners. Previously, they feared the moments of tension and confrontation, loitering in uncomfortable scenarios. Yet, now, each boundary set becomes an affirmation of self-respect, welcoming those who resonate with their values and seeking those who can journey together on this path. Embracing vulnerability remains important too, but it's coupled now with a lens of wisdom. The explosions of feeling once evoked by the lightest touch no longer evoke fear of losing themselves. On the contrary, vulnerability becomes their strength, a bridge connecting authentic emotional intimacy with others. Understanding that both joy and pain are part of love shapes their willingness to engage deeply with others. As they emerge from their reflective time, dating takes on an ease and grace that feels refreshing. There is joy in meeting new people without the immediate pressure of defining relationships. Getting to know others becomes a delightful expedition rather than a checklist of romantic qualifications. Social gatherings, hobby classes, or even casual outings feel less about finding the one and more about engaging with life and its experiences. Each interaction is a puzzle piece, all while enjoying the laughter and connections without undue expectations. With this empowered mindset, the anxiety of past experiences wisps away. Even the fear of getting hurt or facing rejection feels smaller now, a challenge to navigate rather than an obstacle of dread. Each twist and turn is viewed as an opportunity for growth, every connection becomes a lesson rather than a predetermined fate. Through it all, Jordan's heart beats with optimism. They have choices now, a wealth of experiences not solely defined by relationships but also rich within their evolving self. The future looks favorable, filled with potential for connections that honor honesty and joy. Time flows like a gentle river, and with that, they know they are set to move forward toward meaningful relationships grounded in trust. As they embrace this journey into the dating world, possibilities seem endless. With an unwavering sense of self and openness to the experiences ahead, their hope shines brightly like a beacon, welcoming love when it comes, and remaining grounded whenever necessary. The journey never truly ends, but now Jordan steps forward with a steady heart, equipped with all they need to navigate the roads of future realms with confidence and grace.